All aboard for the ferry at 10:30. Now then, for one man from West Yorkshire, when it comes to a particular movie hero, the world really is simply not enough. 34-year-old Stuart Mckell is definitely shaken, stirred up, indeed, about the subject of, you know, James Bond.
Yeah, you see, his house at Oakworth near Keighley is packed full of Bond memorabilia. In fact, he's said to have one of the biggest Bond collections in the whole country. We sent our very own special agent, Miss Moneypenny herself, Lindsay Eastwood, to investigate.
By day, he's a sales rep, but as soon as he gets home, he's on a mission. Stuart James Mckell becomes sad, very sad. 007 is his #1 hobby. In the past 8 years, he's amassed more than 2,000 items and blown £8,000.
Kits, dolls, something from America, a spy trick set, right bang up to date with the new Z8 that's featured in the brand new James Bond film.
Though the world would never be enough for Stuart's collection, the apple of his golden eye is a rare 1965 American road race set, worth £800, even though it doesn't work. And even if his wife sometimes wishes she had a license to kill, the thing about Bond is, he always gets his girl. And I get the martini, shaken, not stirred.
Oh, it's all right for Lindsay, isn't it? Well, here they are, I suppose. Stuart, absolutely nothing at the moment, but Stuart and Sylvana Mckell. You see, because that's what Bond does. He just dives out the darkness.
That's production for you.
It really is, isn't it? Okay then, you're here?
Yes.
You're mad?
Yes.
As we absolutely said before.
But
even you say that you go a little bit far, don't you, Stuart?
yeah, I'm sure there could be other ways of fulfilling my pastime, but no, this is it.
And
this is it,
£8,000,
James Bond.
8,000, it's a lot, isn't it?
Something like that, yeah. Yeah, well, my wife didn't know that till today.
No, I didn't know that.
Didn't you? Oh, have we told you that he spent 8,000?
To me, I'm afraid.
What would you spend 8,000 on, Sylvana?
Me?
Diamonds and holidays?
Lord, I could spend diamonds and holidays, definitely.
Yeah. Excuse me, why are you holding a doll?
It's a good question.
What is it?
Not quite sure. This is an odd job, I think.
Is it?
No, we got asked to bring this today. Because we got told, mate, that we needed to try and snuff you out. So I brought this.
Oh, you're going to fling the old bowler?
Well
yeah, if I can make it.
Can you do it? Go on. Your head's still on, just.
And the car?
And the car, this is a tin plate from the USA from the 60s, and it's...
Oh, look at it, lights up. Do the number plates revolve?
Yeah, the number plate revolves on.
You're kidding me.
Oh,
look, it's revolving.
and it's got the ejector seat feature.
That's fantastic.
When it works.
And how much did that cost you? Be honest.
About 250 quid.
£250 for a toy car?
You pay £500 for one now, though.
What, won't pay 50p?
I'm with you.
£50?
Yeah.
It's good to see the Aston Martins coming back. Do you have a favourite Bond film, you two? What's your favourite Bond film?
Thunderball.
Thunderball. What about you? Who's your favourite? Who do you fancy even more than your husband?
I'm sorry, Pierce Brosnan.
Is that cruel colour?
He looks a bit like him though, doesn't he?
Do you think? In the right light?
Well, no, he's got a dicky bow on, hasn't he? And a thing.
Plus about 5 stone.
Do us a good Bond accent then.
Stuck around.
That's uncanny.
No.
Just like Roger Moore.
Yeah, not bad.
10?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
9. Okay.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with a hobby. I mean, I like DIY, but I keep it in perspective. Unlike this next bloke, he's let his hobby take over his whole life. I mean, he's completely lost all sense of reality. Sad.
This is Mckell, Stuart Mckell. During the week he's a salesman, but at weekends, out here on the Yorkshire moors, his hobby is being James Bond.
Hi, Savannah, Mum.
Stuart is obsessed with James Bond. 007 takes up every minute of his spare time. His collection takes up every inch of his spare room, and it's all left his long-suffering wife Sylvana feeling a bit, well, spare.
It's like a little boy in a toy shop. Well, probably is a little worse than a little boy in a toy shop.
Play with all these. Every toy I've got, I've played with. Yeah, everything.
I didn't know when we got married that Stuart was interested in collecting any kind of James Bond memorabilia or anything else. I think I probably hate it.
So what made Stuart bond with Bond?
Well, look at him. Every guy wants to be, if they're honest with themselves, like James Bond. They want the women, the cars, the gadgets, the money, success in life. If every guy out there is honest with himself, they'd like to be like that guy.
After 18 years together, Stuart may be in 00 heaven, but you'll often catch Sylvana saying, 00 hell.
I quite often cringe, yeah.
It's an American piece from 65, James Bond spy watch.
When Stuart comes home and he's bought perhaps another piece to add to his collection, he'll try to show it and go, yeah, yeah.
It works with the hours in a little dial in the middle, and
yeah.
It's got 2 magnifying glasses.
Yeah, that's lovely.
That pull out, and you put it to your eye.
Yes, very nice.
And you adjust the magnifying glasses, and it turns it into a telescope to spy on enemy agents.
It's very nice without even looking at it, you know.
But it's still unclear who is the criminal mastermind responsible for this terrifying hobby.
It's all Sylvana's fault, the reason I started collecting.
No, it's not all my fault. No, I protest. It's definitely not all my fault.
I'd taken a January sale shopping, and I'd got bored, wandered off. Saw this shop with this model corgi in the window. Remembered I had one similar to it as a child. Went in to have a look at it, and within 5 minutes I'd parted with 60 quid and bought it.
So what is it about Stuart's collection that makes Sylvana sometimes wish she had a licence to kill?
If I were to name 3 things that annoy me the most about Stuart's collecting, there would be, number 1, the space. Don't have that much space. You find that Stuart's pieces of his collection tend to encroach on almost every room in this house, particularly when I'm perhaps tidying up or cleaning around, you know. I'm muttering to myself, put this away, I shouldn't be seeing this. And I get slightly more annoyed, you know, and then I sort of wind down a little and I'm back into normal routine and tend to sort of ignore it, and it floats over my head again. It's to be breeding. Number 2, the time. It's taking up too much time.
Particularly on the phone to 006, 008, M, Q.
Stuart has been known to ring the same person maybe 2 or 3 times in the same day. And it might be each time for at least half an hour. But it's always about the collection sort of thing. And I just think, oh, you could talk to me. Please talk to me. And number 3, the money. Far too much money.
Resistance is futile, Mr. Mckell. It's time to reveal how much you've spent on Her Majesty's secret spending sprees.
2 dolls, cost me 70 quid. Corgi 272, the tyre slasher, paid £100 for that. A Medicom 12-inch Japanese action figure, Pierce Brosnan, fully jointed action man figure, £100. So all in all, you're looking at, cost to me, around £12,000. But if you were to go out and buy this from collectors' fairs, etc., you'd have to part with at least, I estimate, £24,000.
How much did you say?
Around £12,000.
£12,000, having spent that much money makes me want to sit down.
No, people spend that on clothes and going out to pub on pop.
If I'd realised probably just how much he'd spent over the years on his collection and things, probably I would have put a stop to it a long time ago.
Well, if you live with one slightly unhinged fanatic, you've still got a chance of getting him back in his box. But if you live with a whole load of them, you're in big trouble.